All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Maliluga. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
first carry for Nick Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And this is incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And with the play clock counting down towards 0, Todd Bowles will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, 18. Move.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the gun, it's Taylor. Throw left side, caught by the tight end in Joejohn. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And an alley. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is Howard on second down. They find some open field here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Screenplay, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely, a big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing again, it's Taylor. This is Johnson, he's got it. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the team.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Taylor. To the right side and complete to Joejohn. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. They set up the screen to Chubb. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and 2, now Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. There you go. We go. You see it? You see it?
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he stopped immediately there.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. And Parkey's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Taylor. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Now he's going to go deep down the left. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Slow. Ready. Flag, 32.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Slow.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Chubb. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, this is Chubb. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory, from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dancing to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton.
Gotta go.
And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Out to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
18.
Now Trubisky. He's got the first down inside the 10. And Robinson with a big catch. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Trubisky to throw. He completes it right side to right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be second and goal. Here's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Taylor will bring the Browns up first and 10.
Slow. Ready. Flag for 2. Flag for 2. Under. Z.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Going deep here for Landry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Taylor going to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Slow.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture. That your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.